my name is Gali. I analyze public policies for indigenous women and girls in India, Mexico, New Zealand, and Kenya. I found that successful programs like Wanao Ora in New Zealand are long-term, culturally grounded, and community-led. However, many countries struggle with underfunding, weak enforcement, or lack of continuity. I propose that policies must include stable funding, cultural relevance, and participation of indigenous women in their design and leadership to ensure long-term impact and equity. Thank you.
Hi, Gabriel and I made the Mahia Shakti Kendra Public Policy of India. So India is the most populous country in the world, 1.4 billion people living in there. Their economy is on the rise, cataloged in the top 10 economies in the world. However, they face several problems like insecurity, poverty, health issues. So this has kept them away from being an international power. So this public policy works at three levels: government level or national level, state level, and district level. The budget is not clear, but we know that each state of India gives 60% of the budget and the government of India gives the 40% of the budget. So this policy says it will provide a platform for women to approach the government, to avail their entitlements and empower them through training, awareness generation, and capacity building. This will give them more power, more action, more awareness on taking decisions in their district and either in the state level, and in the main goal, main objective, give them more power, more rights, more voice in the national level.
My name is Gabriela, and continue with the idea, the public policy was focused on women living in rural areas, including indigenous women across 640 districts. Upon studying it, we found two limitations. The first is the lack of information on official websites, which can reduce women's participation due to limited knowledge about access. And second, the fact that funding is shared between the central and the state governments, which can make implementation difficult if state governments do not provide their allocated share. Finally, the impact of the public policy was reflected in the 210 activities carried out under the awareness door-to-door campaign on various women-centric programs, 62 scholarships, awards for pre and post matriculation education, 432 cases resolved, and the capability building trainings offered to women through various interventions.
Hi, my name is David, and I think Kenya can uplift indigenous women and girls with 4 moves. Firstly, form one council of Maasai, Samburu, Pokot, Ogek, and Sengwer leaders and youth, so their voices guide every plan and they all stay together. Then put a small help desk for women in every county and give the 47 counties money only when they show real progress. It could be every 3 months, for example. Then to reserve a tiny bit of the national budget for 2 main things. The first one is securing community land, and the second one is running safe houses. This, along with school support for girls, for example, would make for a great choice. And lastly, to update the anti-FGM law so the mobile courts reach survivors quickly and share results online for all to see. Thank you.
Well, based on the recent results of the Maori people, the polls show that there has been that this public policy of helping these people achieve higher positions and positions of meaning and managerial positions, that it has really worked. And honestly, I support it because they've been a tribe that's been oppressed for pretty much tens of decades almost, because when they colonized the New Zealand, well, they became the minority. And yeah, I would support this being implemented as a way, for example, like diversity, equity, and inclusion to be included in more countries across the world. I feel like the Maori people should be used as an example and as a leading example of that public policies that help minorities can actually help these people come forward. Thank you.